Here comes the superheroes of the wildlife, the wildlife officers. They embarked on another mission to a rural village bordering the forest in response to a call from a villager who reported an injured baby elephant. When the team arrived at their spot, the baby elephant was still in the water. The officers realized it would be difficult to inspect or treat the elephant while it remained there. Additionally, it was crucial to sedate the elephant before approaching. Considering all this, the officers decided to dart the elephant using a tranquilizer gun. This was a clever tactic to both sedate the elephant and get it out of the water. The baby elephant was a bit stubborn and aggressive. As the dart hit its body, it became furious and suddenly rushed out of the water to attack the officers. After emerging from the water, it was finally seen staying in a muddy swamp. There was some water around too, so the officers realized that sedating the elephant in the water would be dangerous for its life, and proper treatment couldn't be administered in such an environment. Therefore, the veterinarian surgeon decided that rather than treating the baby elephant in the field, it would be better to bring it to the veterinary office to provide proper care. So now they attempted to capture the elephant to relocate him to the veterinary office. However, it was not an easy task. The baby elephant was mischievous and stubborn, continuously struggling with the officers and attempting to attack them. It was amusing to see how he seemed to be calling for war against the officers. The officers had to put in great effort to capture him. They were doing this for his own well-being, trying to capture and transport the elephant for proper care. Finally, after a strenuous effort, they were able to capture the elephant.
බාටාවත් තියන්න ඕන.
Since it's not advisable to transport the elephant during the daytime, when the hot temperatures could cause dehydration, they decided to wait until nightfall to relocate him. When darkness covered the area, the team prepared to transport the baby elephant. The baby was securely loaded onto the transport vehicle, and water was sprinkled over its body to prevent dehydration. After a journey of about 1.5 hours, the baby elephant arrived at the veterinarian office. The next morning, treatment began. First, a mild dose of sedative was injected into the elephant's back. The team then inspected the nature of the injuries and the overall condition of the animal. They found several wounds on the front leg and some septic wounds on the back leg. The nature of the injury suggested that the poor baby elephant had been hurt by a trap gun. Trap guns are illicit firearms made from metal pipes, firecracker explosives, and metal pieces, and they operate with victim-activated trigger mechanisms. These types of traps are often set for hunting wild boars and deer. Unfortunately, elephants frequently become victims of these dangerous weapons as well. First, they began with the back leg. The pus accumulated in the wounds was squeezed out, and necrotic tissues were removed. After disinfecting the wound, medications were applied. The injuries on the front leg were treated in the same manner. After applying the necessary medicines, the wounded areas were externally smeared with the bluish antiseptic fly repellent spray. The poor baby elephant received all the necessary treatments for the injuries. Finally, a revival drug was injected into the ear vein. After receiving the necessary treatments, the team discussed whether to release the baby elephant back into the area of the forest where he was first found. However, since the baby elephant was separated from his herd, and it would be difficult for him to survive alone in the forest with his injuries, the team decided to keep him in an elephant transit home until he fully recovered and grew into a strong, healthy elephant capable of surviving on his own. They're now planning to transport the baby elephant to the nearest elephant transit home. The transit home cares for orphaned elephant calves until they are independent and capable of being released back into the wild. Over 100 elephants have been rehabilitated at the elephant transit home and subsequently released into the wild. The baby elephant will be nurtured and treated at the transit home with utmost care. Let's hope our little mischievous boy gets a speedy recovery.